Okay. Yes. See, pair of linear equations in two variables. General form is this one: a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 which is equal to 0. So when we represent this in graphically, we'll get the three conditions of lines, that is intersecting lines, parallel lines and coincident lines. Next, without plotting the graph, we can say that whether the given pair of linear equations forms intersecting lines or parallel lines or coincident lines by taking the ratio of this one. So ratio is a1 a2, so a1 a2 b1 by b2 and c1 by c2. By applying some conditions for this, we'll get the idea of whether the graph is intersecting lines or parallel lines or coincident lines. From this only we can give the conclusion for that. So that we discuss now one table. So in that it gives the clear picture of that concept. So we'll ask the question now, what is the relationship? Okay, so we'll ask for Arun. Arun, are you there?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Arun, can you give the first statement? Ratio.
A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2.
Yes, very good, Arun. First one condition is A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. Then what type of lines you are observing in the graph paper?
Intersecting lines.
Yes, this is intersecting line. Very good. It is intersecting line. What is the algebraic interpretation for this?
Unique solution.
Yes, very good, very good. Unique solution. So, here you can observe A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. Then the graphical representation is intersecting lines. Then algebraic representation is unique solution. One and only one solution for that type of pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay, this is the first one. Second one, okay, we'll ask the question for Newton. Newton.
Yes, Mataji.
Newton, can you give the second one statement?
A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2.
Okay. What is the graphical representation for this?
Parallel lines.
Parallel lines are coincident lines are.
Coincident lines.
Are you sure?
Yes, coincident lines.
Yes, this is coincident line. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 which is equal to C1 by C2. Then the lines are coincident lines. So what is the algebraic interpretation?
Infinitely many solutions.
It's very good. Infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions. What we call for this infinitely many solutions? What type of linear equations? We have name now. For that unique solution, consistent pair of linear equations. We call that type of pair of equations as consistent pair of yes, I got the answer from Pratham, but consistent. Okay, consistent pair of linear equation. First one A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2, that is consistent pair of linear equation. And this one, second one, A1 by A2 which is equal to B1 by B2, that is equal to C1 by C2. So that is called as coincident line graphical representation. And so algebraic expression is infinitely many solution. For this type of pair of linear equations, they have infinitely many solution. So it is called as dependent pair of linear equations. Dependent, or this one is also called as consistent. Okay, dependent or consistent pair of linear equations. And last one. So who is ready to give the answer? Karthik Hegde Mataji next. Okay, I got the answer for Karthik Hegde. We'll ask for Karthik Hegde only. Karthik? Yes, Karthik. Can you give the ratio of the third one, Karthik?
A1 by A2
A1 by A2
equals to B1 by B2
equals to B1 by B2.
is not equals to C1 by C2.
Yes, very good. Not equal to C1 by C2. What next graphical representation is?
Parallel lines.
Very good. Parallel lines. Then algebraic Interpretation?
No solutions.
No solution. Very good. No solution. Then what we call for this type of pair of linear equations in two variables?
Inconsistent pair
Yes.
of linear.
Very good, Karthik. Inconsistent pair of linear equations in two variables. So from this discussion, I think the concept is clear, I think. So from the pair of linear equations in two variable, from the ratio only, we can give the graphical representation and algebraic representation. This is what we discussed in the second online class, right? Okay. So we'll go to next part. So you all know how to draw the graph and all. No need to repeat that how to draw the graph, how to prepare the table, points table, and how to locate the graph. So that all thing you know. So if you are having confusion in that how to plot the graph and all, that we discussed personally. Okay. But so whatever discussed new topic, no, that we are revising for few minutes. So this much over now. So now next what we discussed actually how to find out the solution. Now you got the clear picture of that solution, no? How to find out the solution algebraically. So how to find out the solution algebraically? For that we have three methods, that is one is substitution method, another one is cross multiplication method, third one is elimination method. So in the new syllabus this year, they have cancelled the substitution method and cross multiplication method. So only we have to study the elimination method. I think all the students got the idea of the elimination method. So no one is asking the doubt about the elimination method. That's why I will not take time to revise the elimination method problem. So just it is, you have to understand the elimination method. So we have to eliminate either x or y by making the equal term with opposite sign. Okay, then we have to substitute whatever one thing eliminated, in the sense either x eliminated or y eliminate, then one is remaining, no? That remaining value you have to substitute in any one or two second equation, then you will get the another one value. So in this way we are going to find the solution, that is x, y. Solution is always in the form of x comma y. Okay, so next, after the elimination method, so we learned reducing method. Okay, some equation, two equations will be provided for you. The equations are not pair of linear equations in the beginning. So what we have to do for that? We have to reduce something from the equation. So we are reducing that. Nitin Shetty, Mataji, you have told that you will send this year's reduced lesson. Yes, I have the photocopy. After this, I'll take, after meeting end, no? So then I'll send that one. I'll share. Okay. So thank you, Nitin. Then ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ. I forgot to send that reduced syllabus copy. Okay. Many students you got the copy, I think, but still I'll share after this class. I'll share, no? Okay. See, what we are discussing actually reduced method. So two equations will be provided for you. The equations are in the beginning. The equations are actually not pair of linear equations in two variables. So we have to convert that equations into pair of linear equations in two variable by reducing some constant. Okay, what is that constant? Like 1 by x. In some problem 1 by x, and that side 1 by y. We are reducing for few time. Okay, now so after solving the problem, again we'll equated that reducing part to the obtained value. So for example 1 by x anna, for some minute 1 by x anna, we'll take it as one short name p. So then 1 by y will take it for q. So in place of 1 by x we'll write p. In place of 1 by y we'll write q. Okay. So then we will work out with the p and q only. So then it forms pair of linear equations in two variables. How to solve the pair of linear equations in two variables? You all got the idea, that is by using elimination methods. Then you will get the value of p and q. Then you have to equate this p to 1 by x. Then you will get x. Actually here we have to find out x and y value only. By reducing that 1 by x and 1 by y for some time, then you will get p and q value. You have to equate that p and q value to this 1 by x and 1 by y. Then you will get x and y value. So in that first exercise is clear, I think. In the second exercise, last exercise, we are discussing the last exercise, last two problems. Okay, so I'll share the page for you. We will discuss that last two problems now. Yes, here we have question. Zoom ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Yes, so you have observed, I think, this one question in the exercise part. Almost all the students are having the confusion regarding these problems. Anyhow, you have got the solution, but how you got the solution, you need an explanation part for that. So that's why I want to explain the two problems in this class. So can we start the explanation part now? Okay, first I'll read the question, try to understand the question, what is there. Okay, 2 women and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days. Okay, 2 men and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Okay, now number changed for the second condition. First one is for first condition, second one is second statement here. Find the time taken by one woman alone and alone to finish the work, and also that taken by one man alone. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್, 2 women and 5 men ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್, ಇಬ್ರು ಸೇರ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡೋದು ಎಂಬ್ರಾಯ್ಡ್ರಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅನ್ನ 4 days ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂತೆ. ಅದೇ 3 ಜನ ಹೆಂಗಸರು 6 ಜನ ಗಂಡಸರು ಸೇರ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದೇ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಸೇಮ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅನ್ನ 3 days ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂತೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಬೈ, ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಲೇಡಿ ಅಲೋನ್, ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಳೇ ಲೇಡಿ ಮಾಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಜೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಚೂಸ್, ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ವೈ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಲೆಟ್ ದ ವುಮೆನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ದ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಡೇಸ್. So we are taking the women work ಅನ್ನ x days. Women can finish the work in x days. x days ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾಳೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ, women x days ಅನ್ನೋದು, x ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು, 7 days or 30 days. ಒಬ್ರು ಮಾಡೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನೋಡಿ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಬ್ರು ಸೇರ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಇಬ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ರೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, 2 ಜನ ಹೆಂಗಸರು 5 ಜನ ಗಂಡಸರು ಸೇರ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 4 ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಸೋ ಕೆಲಸನ ಒಬ್ಳು ಲೇಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಸಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. ಇದು ಮೇ ಬಿ 20 or 30 days ಈ ತರ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಅದೇ ತರ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3 women, ಓಕೆನಾ, ದೆನ್ 6 men ಫಿನಿಶ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ 3 days, 3 ದಿನ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸೇರಿ ಮಾಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಒಬ್ರೇ ಮಾಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ವುಮೆನ್ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಮಾಡೋ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಡೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಮೆನ್ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಡೇಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ವೈ ಡೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾ? ಸೊ ಇದು ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್. ಸೊ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಲೆಟ್ ದ ವುಮೆನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ದ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಡೇಸ್, ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಮೆನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ದ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ ವೈ ಡೇಸ್. ಎಷ್ಟಾದ್ರೂ ಡೇಸ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಅದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ವೈ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ವುಮೆನ್, ವೈ ಫಾರ್ ಮೆನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಸೊ ಈ ತರದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, 4 ಜನ ಸೇರಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಈ ತರದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಾವ್ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, 1. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಬೈ 1 woman ಇನ್ 1 day. ಸೊ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಬೈ 1 woman, ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ರು, ಇನ್ 1 day. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ 1 ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ? ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಸ್, ಮೇ ಬಿ ಇದು 30 ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಆ 30 days ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 ದಿನದ ಕೆಲಸ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಇನ್ 30 days 1 day, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ದ example now for 20 marks. How much you obtained for the AP chapter unit test? So you are very curious about the unit test marks, no? Okay, that papers are ready. So today we are going to give that unit marks list to Divya Machaji. I think she will announce the result very soon. So all are very eager to know the marks, right? Okay, it's okay. work done by one woman in one day, that is x 1 divided by x. ಇದು 1 ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಸೋ ಕೆಲಸ. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಇದು ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದು 1 ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Now same process. Now work done by one man in one day. Same thing. Y, that is 1 by y. According to the statement ಅನ್ನ ಓದ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ. 2 women and 5 men can together ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಯ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆ. 2 women ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, 1 by x ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು 1 woman ಕೆಲಸ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 women ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಇದನ್ನ 2ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. 2 by x plus 5 men finish the work in one day ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ that is 1 day ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸಾರಿ, work done by 1 men in one day 1 by y, but 5 men ಅಂತ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದೇನಾಗತ್ತೆ 5 by y. So 2 by x plus 5 by y which is equal to, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಂಬ್ರಾಯ್ಡ್ರಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ 4 days. So that's why 4 days ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು 1 by 4. So we have to write it in the form of 1 by 4 units ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು. So next, second statement, while 3 women and 6 men, same step, 3 by x plus 6 by y which is equal to 1 by 3. So this is the second expression. Is that clear? This is the second expression. Next, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಇದೆ. ಏನು? ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. So what we have to reduce here, 1 by x here, 1 by y. 1 by x will give the name as p and 1 by y we have to choose as q. So now the equation is converted as 2p. 1 by x you are giving the name as p, no? So 2p plus 5q which is equal to 1 by 4. Then second equation is 3p plus 6q plus is equal to 1 by 3. So that equations 3 and 4. Now what we have to do, multiply equation 3 by 3 and equation 4 by 2, because my target is p. I want to eliminate p now. Using elimination method you have to solve this problem now. So you got the pair of linear equation. Now see, in the beginning equation 1 and equation 2 you just observe. Here the equations are not a pair of linear equations in two variable. So after reducing method you got the equations as pair of linear equations in two variables. Now multiply equation, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಏನು, p ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ p ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2ಗೆ 3 ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 6, then 3ಗೆ 2 ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 6. So that 6 and 6 we can cancel alva by sign changing rule. So that's why. So next step you got, that is 6p plus 15q which is equal to 3 by 4. So then 6p plus 12q is equal to 2 by 3. After the sign change rule, minus, minus, minus. Here 6p get cancelled. Here 15q minus 12q is 3q which is equal to, here fraction form is there. You have to be very careful while solving this. Okay. 3 by 4 minus 2 by 3. Then 3q is equal to, here you take the LCM of 4 and 3, that is 12. Then in this numerator step, no need to explain this one. No, 9 minus 8. Have you got 9 minus 8? You have got the clear picture. Then 3q is equal to 1 by 12. 3q 1 by 12. Then q is equal to, this 3 comes to this side, that is okay 12.